It's a film with three brains. 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 It's a film with three brains.
Oh my god, you guys are freaks.
At 0300 this morning, TDRS picked up an automated navigation beacon broadcasting at 2-minute intervals in Neptune orbit.
This is incredible. It's the Event Horizon. She's come back.
The Event Horizon is the culmination of a secret government project to create a spacecraft capable of faster-than-light flight. The ship doesn't really go faster than light. What it does is it creates a dimensional gateway that allows it to jump instantaneously from one point of the universe to another light years away.
Where's she been for the last 7 years, Doctor?
That's what we're here to find out. After 7 years in deep space,
18 people on board this ship when it disappeared. I want them all accounted for.
Opening outer door.
it came back abandoned.
Any crew?
Negative. This place is a tomb.
But it didn't come back alone.
Captain Miller! I've got some problems here!
This ship has been beyond the boundaries of our universe. Who knows where it's been? And what it's brought back with it.
What is it? The ship is reacting to us and the reactions are getting stronger.
What are you telling me? That this ship is alive?
I have such one thing to show you.
Oh my God!
It knows my secrets. It knows my fears.
Vacate. I want off this ship.
I can't leave. She won't let you. God help us.
Hello, welcome to the Film with Three Brains. I am Cohen in Maplewood, New Jersey.
And I am Sean in Wisconsin.
And Sam in San Francisco.
The latest masterpiece we are discussing is from 1997, a sci-fi horror movie called Event Horizon, directed by the lesser Paul Anderson. A totally decent cast, which I'd kind of forgotten about, led by Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill, along with Kathleen Quinlan and a guy who played Lucius Malfoy and
Jason Richards.
What? No.
Yeah.
No, Jason Isaacs.
Jason Isaacs. Sorry. Thank you.
And a few other people here and there, including Jack Noseworthy from a little-known show on MTV called Dead by 21 or something, or Dead at 21. I don't know if anyone remembers that show but me. It was terrible. He was also in Firewire, another masterpiece I might pick someday.
Please don't, because I think you're throwing around the word masterpiece far too easily.
Yeah, I mean, I caught the tongue in cheek of masterpiece.
Yeah, I just want to make sure our audience is hearing it too. I don't know.
They know by now.
They do. They know.
I mean, that's why every third episode has no viewership.
Indeed.
Well, it is your pick. Why did you pick this movie?
Well, it's sort of a classic. I remember really liking this movie in my youth kind of thing, and wondering. I haven't seen it, I've seen it probably twice. I probably saw it in the theater, and then when it came out on video, I rented it. And I don't think I've seen it since, but I had very, very fond memories of it. Although a lot of it was a little unclear. It was a little hazy. And there's, actually, I'm surprised how well I remembered it. I didn't think I did, but then I was watching it. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, of course. Yep. And nothing was really surprising. Some details I had forgotten about, and sort of the hokey nature of some of the digital work, not too bad. Just like some of the things floating around and And I had forgot how, I guess, or I don't know if I ever really noticed before, is that it seemed like it was shot for 3D. I don't know if you guys noticed that, like some of the things floating at the camera and coming at the camera. I was like, wait a minute, was this released in 3D in theaters? I don't think it was.
No.
I think they were just
having fun with the effects.
Yeah. So what say you? 2. Go.
I'll let Sean go first.
Oh,
unless you want to play a game.
Yeah, let's play a game.
Well, Cohen, you pretend you've come up with the idea for this movie, and you're pitching it to Sean and I, who are producers.
Yeah,
I like this.
Because in some ways it'll be a summary for our clientele who eagerly want a summary of this movie, and in some ways it helps highlight some of the issues I have with this movie.
Issues?
Yeah, I mean, just start with a description of this movie you're making.
Yeah,
go for it.
You mean like just the basic premise?
Yeah.
Is it? Would you say it's The Shining in space, or
no?
Okay,
I mean, kind of.
Because that would be.
I mean, really,
Shining's
what it is it's kind of a knockoff of Hellraiser to a certain extent. But what's funny is later, after this, Hellraiser would then have a sequel in space, where the ship itself is the puzzle box.
Okay.
And so it's like Hellraiser sort of inspired Event Horizon, which Paul Anderson has said the design of the gravity drive was inspired by the Hellraiser puzzle box. Right. Originally, it was like a smooth black orb, and he changed it because he whatever. And then later they made like Hellraiser 8 or something, and it literally took place in the future on a spaceship. Anyway, but other than Hellraiser, I mean, the basic premise is that Sam Neill invented a spaceship that folds space. You know, this is not a new concept. Creates a wormhole, and so a ship can travel from point A to point B instantaneously. Only in this case, it travels from point A to point B, and point B happens to be some version of hell. And then, for whatever reason, it comes back.
Now, you say hell, but you're not being metaphorical, are you?
Well, I think that's debatable. I mean,
well, I would debate that I was like in hell at times watching this movie, but that's
I would say
mission accomplished.
A dimension of pure evil. I mean, what else would you call that but hell? Not the biblical sense, but perhaps something that someone once experienced and came up with the concept of hell from. Who knows? I don't know.
All right. So I was thinking of a more linear story summary where, hey, we got a group of people who are getting led into space to a ship that hasn't been heard of for a while to explore it. And you're like, oh, okay, so it's like Aliens. Like exactly like Aliens. Oh yeah, you're gonna have one guy on there who isn't part of the crew, who has inside information that he's not sharing with everyone else. Like, okay, fine. Then we're gonna get on the ship and it's gonna be a horror movie. And immediately you'd be like, okay, it's great. There's gonna be some aliens that kill people. I'm like, not exactly. No. My idea is that they find a gateway to hell that they accidentally created. They're like, wait, you're going to travel all the way past Neptune to find, like, I think you already picked a movie that was actually a gateway to hell in a kid's backyard. Like, they just went like a zillion miles more to get to the same exact place. The other thing is like, normally if you're going to go into space, like, there's some spacey, like, you didn't need space. You didn't need the space at all. You could have built that drive on the Earth.
It had to be space. He created a wormhole to hell.
But he could have created the wormhole on a machine on Earth.
Yeah, it could have been Fermilab.
No.
It could have been a Hadron
Collider. Didn't you watch it? You had to get out to a safe distance. What if something goes wrong?
Well, okay. They got into a safe distance, and all hell broke loose, and that was 7 years ago. And then they went back.
Right. Yes.
To where? Right. Well, it went
to a safe distance from Earth. You don't want to send the whole planet to hell. Come on.
Like, I mean,
so we'll just use Neptune.
It's like you took everything of Aliens and you got rid of the alien with something dumber.
Yeah. I would imagine it's like someone would have pitched it as Alien meets Solaris, if you've ever seen Solaris or read the book.
Right.
It has a bit in common with both. Sure.
Right.
Well, it's kind of like making Jurassic Park, and instead of having dinosaurs, it turns out that the dinosaurs aren't there, and there's some ghost roaming around the island.
Right. And those ghosts know all your dreams and fears and play a part.
And for some reason, you're like, oh, okay, well, how are you gonna get the mom? Oh, well, she's gonna feel really guilty because she's missing her kid's birthday party. And it's just going to drive her to kill herself. She's going to forget to look where she's walking. And you're like, wait, we're making this movie for moms who, guilt. Like, who's our target audience here? Like, oh, it's teenage boys. Like what? Like, this is how we're going to kill this lady? Just, I don't know. It just seems like just goofiness.
Sure. I mean, it wasn't Martin Scorsese who made this movie.
I know, but
it
was the guy whose name is pretty much synonymous with schlock genre movies.
What was he coming off of?
It would have been more interesting to be the first group.
Yeah.
We don't need the reclamation crew. We needed the crew that thought they were going to find a door to another, a wormhole to another part of the, universe, galaxy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And instead they open this thing up and they all go crazy and kill each other, which is kind of like a serpent in the rainbow sort of thing. But, which, like that, because here's the thing is that it's like, okay, you're making this movie and you're like, okay, instead of the monster being a cool alien, it's going to be the ship. The ship's alive and it's going to make people go crazy. And you're like, it's not going to eat people. Like, no, it's just going to go crazy and kill each other. Like, okay, that's great. Well, how are you going to reveal it? Well, they're going to be casually walking down the hall and the woman's going to go, the woman's going to say, I think I figured it out. I think the ship's alive. And the guy is going to go, oh, really? And that's it. That's how that scene unfolds. Like, seriously, she tells them in the, outside the, whatever, the main area, I think I figured it out. These heat signatures make me think the ship's alive. Like, that's the big reveal.
Right.
And if the ship was really evil and wanted to do evil crap, wouldn't it stay quiet for a while and be like, okay, drag me back to Earth? Like, clearly there's more of these things coming from somewhere. Maybe it would.
Yeah, what does the ship want anyway?
Shut my yapper. I can get dragged to. Right. It's like,
just kill anybody nearby, but it doesn't have big ambitions or anything.
It just wants chaos.
Should we give people that have never seen this a little hint of what we're talking about? Or
I just did.
You did, and I it's enough for me. I'm just throwing it out to the group. Like, should we do a little synopsis like we sometimes do? Or
sure.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, we've already covered it in bits and pieces almost entirely. But in 2047, a search and rescue ship with a small crew is sent to Neptune, the area of Neptune, because a spaceship called the Event Horizon has reappeared after 7 years of disappearance. And it is revealed on the way that the Event Horizon had a fancy thing they called a gravity drive, which would fold space-time and move from point A to point B in a single instant via like a wormhole. And it did that in its maiden voyage and disappeared. They go, they find it, they board it. The people are dead or gone. I guess, are they all there somewhere? Or some are missing? It's unclear.
Some are missing, yeah.
And they make some leaps in logic to come to the conclusion that the ship is possessed, alive, one or the other, by like pure evil from some dark dimension of chaos where it was and then came back. It doesn't say why it ever came back. There's no reason for it to come back. No stated reason. No stated goal of any of it.
Right.
And one by one, the crew is either killed or possessed. Like Sam Neill isn't killed. He's just sort of possessed, I suppose you would say, and sabotages shit for whatever reason. Destruction seems to be the goal. Wanton destruction. And has perhaps the most anticlimactic ending of any movie ever made.
Yeah. We can get. Do you want to talk about that now, or should we save that for later?
Whatever. Let's save it. But before that, you had asked earlier what was Paul Anderson coming off of. He was coming off of Mortal Kombat.
Yes,
which I think was a
couple years
ago.
I
recall, like kind 95. Of a big hit.
Yeah, that's why he got all the budget for this movie, is because that did really well.
Yeah,
that
which
must.
I have fond memories of that movie. I don't remember it well. I remember the music.
I definitely appreciate that movie, sort of hitting what it's aiming at, you know. Whereas this movie, I don't know what it's aiming at, or at least, I mean, I guess I do, but I just don't feel like it's achieving its goals.
I can see a world where the screenplay was probably pretty good, or could have been really good, and then it was just poorly made.
I'm curious about the screenplay, because it was just one guy that did it, and he doesn't have much of a resume. I mean, this was pretty much his first movie, and then after that, he has some other duds. But I can't decide if it's the screenplay, if it's that it got made at all, or that it's just so big budget. I just can't get over the budget. I mean, it's not that big. It's what, $60 million budget, and
pretty good size for 97.
It made 40 something million. It didn't make its money, but I mean, the concept is, I don't know. I don't really. It just seems so wildly. I don't know.
I think at its core, it's a good premise.
Is it?
But it's a little underdeveloped. Because they like introduce this thing, like basically the question is, what if you created a wormhole to like a dimension of pure evil, and then came back from that? Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad premise to base a genre movie on
its face.
Yeah, I mean, that's like going to war or something else. People go crazy when they see horrible things or experiences.
Mm-hmm. But then it didn't really do anything with it.
No, that's the whole problem. Is that it led you down the aliens way 100%. The beginning of this movie is the beginning of Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
And then it never delivered on anything like that, because the people would either like die way too quickly, and then once they realized that there is a real evil, it was just like over. And like, it didn't have any, like you said, didn't have any goal. It didn't do whatever. It wasn't enough. Like I said, it wasn't enough for each of their own personal problems in their life, or to really be a hell that.
And this is where the sort of Solaris thing comes in. Like Solaris, have you guys seen Solaris, either the original Russian or the remake with George Clooney?
Half a while ago.
The Russian version is really good. It's very cerebral. It's long as hell, and it really takes its time, and it's really fascinating. The American remake is like what you would expect from an American remake of a Russian film. You know, like it's shorter, it's less developed, it's hits you over the head a little bit. But the Russian version is awesome, and it's all about people's sort of inner sort of regrets manifesting themselves, because the planet of Solaris is like an organism of just like pure intelligence. And it's like a really interesting premise, and it's developed in an interesting way, and there's a reason for it, and there's like clear development and an arc, and there's a reason for all of it, and this has none of that.
Right.
Which is to say, I still enjoyed watching it. I don't think you guys did, but I did. And part of it's just the idea of it, while poorly handled, I still thought was good enough to make me think, well, maybe something interesting will happen. It kept me going.
It's not boring. I don't think it's boring
the effects,
at all.
Some of the effects are a little hokey, but overall, I'm like, the spacey shit was fine. I like Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah,
I like Sam Neill.
Cool. I mean, he was Morpheus.
Yeah.
Before Morpheus.
Oh yeah.
He did.
So it's like, oh, this is how he got Morpheus.
Yeah.
Well, the problem I have with Sam Neill is that he seemed to buy into perpetuating the evil without any real reason or anything before he was exposed to it.
Yeah.
You know, like it seemed like he was in, like, you knew he had inside information, but he really didn't have the inside information of what was going on there.
Oh, definitely not.
And
He had no answers.
But he played into it before he was even whatever possessed by it.
Yeah. Well, and I would argue actually sort of maybe the opposite. I guess one thing I found annoying is that his just like blatant disregard for the things that were happening,
right,
and his complete denial.
Well, that's the thing.
They're like, Doc, something fucking some shit's going on here, dude. And he's like, well, could have been temperature changes.
But that's what I'm saying. They couldn't believe that he was serious when he was saying that.
Right.
Like, it seemed like he was purposely.
Oh, really? You thought that?
Dodging it. Well, it couldn't, because his answers were too stupid.
I thought it was just bad writing.
Well, I guess so.
It is bad writing, but it's more than that. It's like you set the whole thing up to be this scientific discovery thing. So Sam Neill, he like, as a scientist, it makes sense. It tracks that he, like, the most important discovery of our lifetimes happened, and he's not gonna let it go. If that was what he was there for, that would have been better. But instead, he gradually, at least to the audience, he gradually sort of succumbs to the badness of the ship and just decides that no one's leaving the ship and the ship is all that matters, and then becomes the evil. Like, the end is like him popping up after being blown out of the ship, like, hey, look, I'm back. The ship wants me back, so I'm back. Like, that's like just beyond.
Yeah, because if the ship can do that, why didn't it just do that at the very beginning?
Right. What
with
if the
any
ship
of the
has
other
control?
bodies that
Then
are
why
on
do
the
we
boat?
need any of the other stuff? Why do we need the science?
Right.
Why do we need the wormhole stuff at all?
Right.
Why do we need the wormhole at all? Because
especially when it can turn gravity on and off by itself, or whatever it did. It's like, yeah, it's too much mumbo jumbo.
He should have. I think it'd have been a lot more interesting if he was, like you were saying, like it's like the single most significant scientific discovery, and he's all about it. Instead of denying it, he's like fostering and trying to protect it.
Right.
You know, everyone else is like, this is bullshit. We got to go and you know, nuke it from orbit, alien style. And he's like, no. And then he sabotages everything to keep them there. That would have made a lot more sense, I think.
You could see they were hinting at that. Like, as soon as he says that, like, hey, we're going to nuke this thing.
Yeah.
There's a shift. Like,
yeah. And it comes too late, though.
And the lights go off. The lights are very dramatic in the ship, by the way. I mean, it's very visually good, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, the ship is really cool looking.
Yeah.
It also doesn't make any sense that the lights would go on and off, or that things would explode over and over in the same places. And but that's not my problem with it. It's just it is the premise. I think the whole premise of this is like, what kind of movie is this? Like, it's a horror movie, fine. It's a space movie, fine. And then it's also like a psychological, like you were saying about Hellraiser or something. It's more, it feels much more like a Hellraiser movie than a space movie.
Yeah,
in a bad way.
I also, when I was watching it, especially some of the flashes of the log of the Event Horizon with the original crew and stuff, and I feel like some of that. You see some of that in Sunshine. Do you remember Sunshine? The sci-fi movie that Danny Boyle did with Cillian Murphy, where the sun is like dying.
I remember it by name.
I think I missed it.
Yeah, and so when they fly out to like basically restart the sun, and like there was like another ship that was sent that failed, and they went to try and figure out why, and maybe they can. And there's like the captain of the ship has become like a fire monster, you know. That's like a really oversimplification. It's actually handled pretty well, but just visually and like the imagery of it, watching Event Horizon reminded me of Sunshine, which came later. Sunshine, I believe, came a few years later. I think. Did it actually? Wait, I think so. It's actually pretty good. If you guys, Sunshine wasn't until 2007.
Yeah, that was.
So I feel like Danny Boyle at some point probably saw Event Horizon and maybe had some thoughts. There was a few scenes that were really similar in the imagery, and even sort of the kind of the makeup and everything of the characters. It was weird.
Yeah. I'm going to bring up a movie that you guys I don't like from what I can remember. Remember Ad Astra with Brad Pitt?
Mm-hmm.
I know I've seen it, and I remember not caring for it much, but I couldn't even tell you what it was about. I know it's space stuff with Brad Pitt. That's it. I don't remember anything else.
Oh, I don't know if they hated it, but it did not do well. It was kind of ignored. But I'll tell you what it had over this movie is the thematic
Brad Pitt
consistency and Brad Pitt. but I mean, we said this cast is not bad. I don't think anybody in this cast is doing a bad job of saying their lines or hitting their marks or any of that stuff. Like, I don't think it's on them at all. But Ad Astra is one of those movies where he's on a quest. He's finding
looking for his dad, right?
He's looking for his dad. So he has strong motivation. His dad is nuts and out there and already like kind of lost, and he's trying to find him. So all of that works. Just because it doesn't make for an exciting movie, doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's not internally consistent. And also, what I think that this movie does wrong every time is it's too loud, it's too frenetic, there's too much. Like, there's too much happening in space. Like, space is supposed to be cold and isolating and terrifying because there's nothing going on. And you don't have time to like be scared in this movie.
Yeah.
And Ad Astra,
you probably just described every Paul Anderson movie. Loud, frenetic.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he is not like a masterful filmmaker at all. He does loud and dumb with a few minor bright spots here and there in his sort of filmography. And that's being kind.
Did he rewrite some of this screenplay? I mean, I thought I read that he made some changes, but I don't know what.
I mean, Philip Eisner is the only credited writer.
Yeah.
So of course, I mean, it's certainly possible, I guess. Because he did write a lot of his movies, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Paul Anderson wrote most of the movies he's directed, I think.
Yeah, Philip Eisner did this, and then he did Firestarter Rekindled for Sci-Fi. And then he did the Mutant Chronicles.
Oh boy, that movie's terrible.
Didn't see that. And then he's got something called Sweet Girl. I don't know. But I mean, this is like his big break, I guess. Right?
Well, yeah, I mean, the choices he made to do this movie instead of, he could have done X-Files. He had a list of movies that he turned down. He could have done the next Mortal Kombat movie, and there was one more that he turned down to make this. So, clearly he believed in it. I mean, even though it's frenetic, I think that visually it is successful.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the half hour or so that was cut out of it that got it an NC-17 rating because it was so scary. Like that.
Gory.
That I want to see, because we're so used to gore by now. Like the idea of something so gory that people would give it an NC-17 rating, I'm curious about. And like even the little scene they said they cut out was that Lawrence Fishburne saw a tooth, a rooted tooth floating through the air that they drifting through the spaceship that they cut out. So there's these things that would have been good to see. I think it's more than a half hour actually that was cut out of it. But
I read that they hired porn actors because of the graphic. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like the blood orgy. Like you see a little bit of it in the final cut, but it was like a lot longer and a lot more gore. But I mean, I don't think it's. I don't imagine it's much scarier. I just think it's probably grosser and gorier. And more like, oh man, what am I looking at? More than like more effective. That's my guess. But it's gone, right? It's like the producer had a VHS tape, and then he moved to Europe or something, and now Paul Anderson was like, well, I guess we'll never know. I don't know what happened to it. It was only existed on a VHS tape.
Which seems so weird to me. How does this stuff disappear?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Because it was on cellophane, right? Or
it just seems crazy to film disappears. Like, I mean, wouldn't you want to keep it in case the movie does well? Like by the late 90s, people were releasing director's cuts of movies. Like if it's a director, wouldn't you be like, just in case this thing does all right and someone wants a director's cut later, like, and keep in the film? I don't know. Just seems weird.
Isn't there a digital preservation society now that is supposed to be watchdogging that stuff, or am I making stuff up? Is somebody in charge of this, or are we going to lose movies forever?
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, there's movies that are lost to time, and we're never going to give them back. And at this point, anything digital probably won't get lost.
Yeah.
But in the couple of decades in between all that, there's some movies that we'd still probably want to bring back, and we can no longer do that. So we should digitize whatever we got left.
Oh, he could have done Alien Resurrection. So he could have made the same movie with an actual alien.
Well, that's the other thing. Okay, so evil. I mean, what are we afraid of? We are afraid of like the versions of ourselves. Like everyone has visions of either their dead kid or their loved one being mad at them, or like there's all this like psychological stuff that bounces back on them. But like, what are they actually afraid of? Other
That's
than
what I'm saying. Is
dying in a ship in space.
Well, that's what's the problem. One of the issues I had with the hallucination, because if you're hallucinating, you either know you're hallucinating. You're like, hey, I'm seeing something that's not real, right? Like they just had this discussion, and then the lady sees her kid. She knows her kid's not on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's weird.
Then you're having a type of hallucination where you're delusional and you cannot separate, like something else is going on in your brain, such that whatever's going on with the hallucination, you also no longer have any grasp of reality, so that you think that you can't step aside from yourself and say, hey, I know my kid's not on the ship. Right. And so if she has that, it's weird that you don't look where you're walking, but you can see where she would follow him or whatever. So then each time it does that, it makes people useless. They can't help each other if they're in that state of mind where they're being possessed, essentially. So the question then is, if you wake up from the possession, if you remembered any of it, you'd be like, holy crap, we got to get out of here. I have no control over my body when this thing clicks on, whatever it is.
Right.
Like, the weird thing about Sam Neill is, look, we never get what actually happened to his wife, right? Or
she killed herself in the bathtub.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that she did. Okay, yeah. So same thing, like,
shrug. I don't know.
What's he getting out of it? Because she's like this like black-eyed, ghostly, weird thing that he seems to remember and is okay with.
Right.
Or he's totally possessed at points when he's not under the hallucination and he's doing the ship's work, even though the ship seems like it could do the work itself, because it can also possess everyone else at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it makes him an unnecessary instrument.
Pretty annoying one too.
Yeah. And especially, isn't there a part where it actually attacks Morpheus in a way when he's near the black hole? When
we're just calling him Morpheus now.
Yeah. Like I don't know, I just felt like if the ship really has this much power, it doesn't need any of these people. And if the ship did need a person, then it hasn't made itself clear why. Like
it's just underdeveloped overall.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't set forth any rules.
Right, that's my problem.
There's to adhere
zero
to
rules.
Yeah,
right?
So
but we love rules. We love rules in horror movies.
Need them.
Yeah, I gotta have rules.
That's why Scream works. Because we know all the rules.
Mm-hmm.
We know rules in spaceships going to rescue spaceship movies.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you were saying earlier like that Sam Neill is like making excuses and stuff. It would have been so much more effective if the sane people, the other people, had been making those excuses. Like if someone said, "Oh, well, the O2 level is down, so that oxygen, the lack of oxygen is making us hallucinate,"
Mhm.
Right.
And then they were kind of convincing themselves of this issue rather than, this mastermind going, "Oh,
Right.
well."
And he's like, no, this is something far more significant that needs to be investigated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got it backwards.
Anyway.
And he never earns their respect either. Like he's treated like this guy that's
right.
He's just a stowaway on the I mean, no one respects him as this scientist guy, and then no one ever does. It never changes. Like he never earns their respect.
Well, there's no arc to any of the characters, is there?
Not really.
No.
I don't think so.
No, you're right. There's nothing. Nobody changes.
Hmm.
That
Nobody
baby
learns
bear.
anything profound.
The first contact that I can remember is Baby Bear or whatever that guy's name is.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the MTV guy? He just jumps right through it. He just jumps into the black hole.
No, he gets pulled in. He puts his hand in, and then
he puts his hand in. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't think any normal human trained in like spacery is going to do that.
Right, we're
hey, there's some space
deserted
goo.
ship.
Yeah. I'm going to stick my arm in it.
He's at the furthest point away from everyone else, and he's like, "Hey, look at this stuff. Let's check it out."
Astronautics 101: don't touch the black hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's not even my problem with it. It's that that he goes through and comes back, and all that we learn about is that he's like, it makes you see dark stuff. Like he is comatose. Cool. We save him for later. Then he wakes up, and then he should say something more profound, more along the line with Sam Neill. Like he should be like, "This is so important. You guys don't understand. It's going to be great." But he's just like, "Man, I saw dark stuff," and then he's ready to blow himself out of the airlock. And then he comes back to his normal self.
Yeah.
And then is able to like freak out just as he's near, about to die, kind of half dies.
Right.
I don't know. Just bizarre choices with these revelations. Like,
and why keep him around at all? Like, why does he survive
I have
the
no
airlock
idea
at all?
That's what
They
I'm
just
saying.
stick him in a pod, and then later you think there's going to be like a little hint, wink, wink reveal.
No,
because they're like, oh, there's 3 survivors. This guy's all fucked up, but he's going to live.
Yeah, like the end of Aliens, maybe, where they're in pods.
Mm-hmm.
They're in pods.
Or Alien, whichever one.
But instead, she has her little dream, and then the guy goes, "You're safe," and then it's over.
Yeah.
You're like, what? That's the end, and then the Matrix music kicks in, and you're like, what? All right. I guess that's
music.
That's one way to do it.
What was the music? Chemical Brothers or someone?
No, it
sounded like it, but
it was
I don't
Prodigy.
think it was.
It was Prodigy.
Was it Prodigy?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like such a weird transition to those credits. Like,
yeah.
Movie ends. Prodigy. There we go.
Prodigy. The
And
Prodigy.
Then, yeah, it's just like upbeat. Yeah, just weird. Just I don't know how else to describe that choice to have a fun, upbeat. I guess it wasn't supposed to be It wasn't supposed to be upbeat. It was supposed to be like dark, right?
I guess. And then maybe have some Nine Inch Nails kick in.
Right.
A slow, dark Nine Inch Nails track.
Yeah, slow. That would be good.
Something eerie.
Yeah.
No, instead they play Smack My Bitch Up.
It was pretty much. It was a version of Smack My Bitch Up. It was. It totally was. Good call.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and then because the science isn't taken serious, it's used and then it's dropped. But like the idea that you achieved faster than light travel, but that was a portal to hell, like it does, like that just has more questions to it, like
sure.
that we never get answered. We're never going to get answered. even if they do a prequel or a sequel or something, it's never going to satisfy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can.
What you're
You
thinking,
can just
the whole
answer that this is normal space time, and when you try to go in between it, hell is the space in between. I mean, that's
poetic.
Yeah, I mean, you rip a hole through it. Why not? I mean, and anything goes, right? You defy all the laws of physics. Anything goes. You can end up anywhere.
It just occurred to
Oh,
me
wow.
that the final season of Stranger Things kind of lifts a little bit from this.
Oh boy,
which I didn't watch yet.
Okay, I won't say anything then. Sorry.
It probably doesn't matter. I ignore half the things you say anyway, so I'll just
Well,
remember thinking. But
it is disappointing. I'll tell you that.
Oh, great! I can be disappointed by another movie. The folding the map thing, that was one I first heard. That was one of Stephen King's short stories.
Which one?
It was one of his books with just 4 short stories, like one of the Bachman type
like 4
books,
seasons or something.
One of those,
or different seasons, or whatever.
Where the guy figures out if he drives, he can fold the map, but when he drives into the areas where it's folded,
yes,
the
I remember
jungle
that.
the plants get thicker, the animals get weirder, and all that. Anyway, so I always think anytime that's referenced anywhere.
That was one of the Bachman books, I think, right? Like Skeleton, or maybe it was Skeleton Crew.
Oh yeah, that's probably the best guess right there.
Well, that's appropriate since it's horror.
Yeah. Well, good.
Miss Todd's Shortcut.
Is that what it was called?
It's called published. Here we go. There's this thing called Wikipedia on the World Wide Web.
What?
It was collected in Skeleton Crew. It was published first in the May 1984 issue of Red Book magazine, and then later in Skeleton Crew.
And what was it called?
Miss Todd's Shortcut. David, friend of caretaker Homer Buckman, is a elderly man. Blah, blah, blah. He listens to a tale about a woman named Todd who is obsessed with finding shortcuts before disappearing.
Okay.
Anyway, we can go back.
Yeah, I'm not trying to cut you off,
but our readers like to read instead of watch movies that they shouldn't. All right, what are we doing next?
Wait a minute. Let me just complain real quick.
I thought that's what you were going to.
Well, I was gonna. I mean, not that I'm short on gripes or nitpicks, but I was trying to remember so I watched this a couple years ago because Amy was like, "Oh, the movie's kind of good," and she's into horror, so I watched it because she wanted to watch it. And I think where they lost me, I think, was when he starts climbing into, like, they're near the drive, and then he's going to look for some like computerized shit, and there's just like this tunnel underneath near the drive. Green. What was it?
All the green like circuits and shit kind of looks a
like,
little bit like Matrix code.
Well, I don't know. Like he's just crawling
like a scene
into
from
this.
Aliens.
Like the ship isn't that big. I mean, it's big, but come on. I mean, what is all this crap? And how is he? How? Well, all right. I'm winding myself up for no reason. It doesn't matter.
It does.
But I just remember thinking, okay, they lost me because the drive, which you thought was so important, is just this big ball, right? Or not? Right? What is it called? The drive?
Gravity drive.
The gravity drive is a big ball, and there's like water in the chamber, and then there's a whole bunch of computerized equipment right next to it. Like, all right, whatever. And then he's crawling through the ship, like I don't know. I don't understand.
Why does that bother you?
It doesn't bother me in particular. I just remember thinking this is where it lost me. And then when I saw it the second time around, it had lost me way before that.
Well,
but you're right. It's arbitrary.
2 things.
You're right.
I mean, just because the gravity drive is there doesn't mean it doesn't have ancillary shit that's got to make it work, like a circuit board the size of a house, or whatever. That's what all that shit would be, is my thought. Doesn't matter. What I think is more annoying is that there is a point where Lawrence Fishburne is like, We got to lock this thing down. I don't want anyone near it.
Yeah.
And then everyone just proceeds to go near it anyway.
Yeah.
But even worse is when, like, not just the lady chasing her son, but Sam Neill again later, they're like in the room and all of a sudden there's just like a corridor that's wide open that gives you access to the whole rest of the ship. It's like, all right, well, did you lock it down or didn't you?
Exactly. There's
it's
all
like
this
it's a small thing, but it's like a bunch of tiny little holes, in your parachute, and you plummet to your death.
Yeah. And you explain it better than I did, and I think, and the idea is that they didn't put enough thought into this ship to design it the way they were going to film it. They just sort of put cool elements, like, oh, this will look good, and then like this big round thing, we'll walk through it,
right?
And I'm
and
not
why are
gonna
the two why are the two sections separated by a corridor that's gigantic and long as shit
and has no purpose?
Like, why can't they just be
right
next to each other?
They can separate it.
Well, yeah, but they can separate if they're right next to each other.
Right.
Why
do they have to explode
long
it?
Thing other than because maybe from the interior it looked kind of cool.
Right.
And that's what it felt like.
Why even blow it up to detach it? I mean, you could
why does
detach?
That? Yeah, why just detach? Exactly. Like everything else.
There we go. We're detached.
We're 24. We can bend time and space, but we need claymores to destroy a corridor so the ship can separate.
Yes. And then Morpheus is like, oh, he stole one of the explosives. Run! He's gonna blow up the other ship. And then they're all running around like,
Mm-hmm.
It's
like, get off the event horizon. Get on the horizon. Get off.
All right, I feel better now.
All right. I just wish that people would have called us before making these movies. I feel like we could have helped out.
You should have just called us.
Yeah, if they would just check with us before they make anything, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, just run it by us. We'll have notes.
Just email us at thefilmwithtreebrains at gmail.com.
I mean, seriously, I would read a script. If someone's like, hey, we have this movie, we're making it, we're spending $60 million on it. You want to just look at the script and tell me if you see any like giant gaping holes? And be like, all right, I'll do that. I'll do that for free.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that.
It'd be the easiest job ever, this one.
Well, no, you have to fix it. You can't just critique.
Oh, you can't just point out the holes.
No, one of the rules of criticism is you have to have an alternate pathway so that you fix the criticism.
There was an alternate ending where instead of Sam Neill just becoming the ship or whatever he was Pinhead or whatever from Hellraiser or whatever. He instead of him, it's the guy that Morpheus let die. That Captain Miller or whatever. That guy that he keeps seeing is like, hey, you left me, and he's in fire. Like there's a version where he's just fighting that guy at the end.
Well, that makes more sense
of Sam Neill
because it's his hallucination then.
Yeah,
that he would be fighting.
Right.
I don't know if you can touch your hallucination. But...
Right. Is he actually fighting like a bunch of wires and he thinks it's a dude or I mean, they don't really go into that stuff at all.
Right.
The hallucinations just disappear.
Right.
At the wrong time or right time, depending on how you look at it. Should we disappear this movie?
Yes.
You make that hole through to hell. Can't like one creepy crawly come through it?
Yes. Another good, like one goofy looking thing that's not human.
Like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some tentacles.
Yeah. I love tentacles.
Actually,
I can't think of a movie that has tentacles that would be better if you got rid of the tentacles.
I thought somewhere I read in the treatment that they were supposed to have tentacles. Like the evil was supposed to have tentacles. And then they just forgot about that or something.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it should have.
So I don't know.
So in conclusion, not a great sci-fi horror movie.
Yeah. Not even close.
Not quite as good as Jason X.
I would I'd be shocked if Jason X was more confusing than this movie.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah. So in that
very straightforward.
Sense, then Jason X is better. If that's what you're going for, watch Jason X. You'll know what you get. You know what you're getting into.
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
How many?
Tentacles.
Oh boy. Did you just make that up?
No.
Okay.
No way.
I was gonna say shit. That's pretty good.
That was great. You made that up.
Yeah, you can share that.
That's
I mean,
a
you're gonna take anything out of this review to share with your friends. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
All right, what are we doing next?
All right.
Quit sidetracking.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go to a film that was the director we've covered somewhat recently, past couple months. I'll just float that out there. Any guesses to what time frame we're talking here?
Our only clue is that it's a director we've talked about recently.
Yeah, and based on that,
70s.
No, complete opposite. It's 90s.
Okay,
and it is. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's a good director. I'll give you like some. I'll give you some cast and see what you'd make of it.
So all we have now is somewhere in the 90s.
Right,
someone we've talked about. So 93.
It's no, it's later. It's 99.
Okay.
It is adapted from a book. It was a well-known movie in 99, and what else? Yeah,
adapted from a book.
Some people have mixed feelings about it, but a lot of people have seen this. We've all definitely seen this. Helena Bonham Carter is in this movie.
Fight Club.
Damn it!
Oh yeah,
Should've
I was
started
gonna say that's it. Yeah.
If I had said Meatloaf, that would have been more obvious, I think. But,
Yeah.
Or Brad Pitt or Ed Norton.
No, this is good. This movie gets referenced a lot to this day, at least by people who are old enough to have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is available on Peacock, so nice and easy if you have Peacock. It just came out in March.
Nice.
And that's pretty much the only reason I have for picking it. Otherwise, I mean, it does come up a lot.
Sure.
I think for good reason. I think there's some good stuff to it.
Sure. Great.
So, yeah.
All right.
Just as a follow-up for the octopus joke, if people complain that an octopus only has 8 arms, you have to point out that the first 2 are testicles.
Testicles.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Boy.
Do we just become a pun podcast?
Yes.
This totally redeems everything.
Oh yeah.
This is the butterfly effect. This is, had he not picked Event Horizon, we would have never gone on to Monsters with Tentacles. So, yeah.
The world would be a poor place for it.
Yeah. Just amazing how things happen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough movie buff. I'm out to go find some more dad jokes.
Dad jokes are the best.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. This has
See you
been our
next
best
time.
episode ever.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, speaking of good dad jokes, my 7-year-old told me a good one. He says I told him and I didn't. And he said, the joke goes, something like, the other day, my teacher asked me to name my 3 worst qualities, and I said, I'm lazy.
Game over, man.
They're animals.
Why don't you put her in charge?